So I came up with this idea, and I wanted to do it a little bit different than what other YouTubers do it as. I've seen other guys do it, and they do it perfectly. Like Erod does this, a GRAIL project, and I like what he does. The guy's great at what he does. He's like Wolverine, right? I'm gonna do it differently than what he and other people do it, because there's other people that do this as well, and I'm gonna do it differently for a reason. All right, so when I started this YouTube thing, as I've said before, I'm a very private person, but I always wanted to do this by, like, the intention really was to help the younger people out, because, like me starting in the hobby, I started it because I loved Spider-Man. That's why I started it. You know, Spider-Man started me in this hobby as a kid, as a 10-year-old kid, you know, but it was for the love of the comics, right? And I loved comics. I collected Spider-Man for a better part of 10 years before I even started thinking about monetizing the hobby, right? But when I monetized, I didn't really have anybody to like teach me, or maybe to model myself. And I don't know if you want to model yourself towards me. I mean, you see me get restored books and, you know, whatnot, but just learn from mistakes, and maybe if you can take something that might be positive from the channel, you know, and that's the intention, right? But maybe not model yourself, be you, right? But don't model yourself after me, but take the bad and take the good. You take the good, you take the bad, you take them both, and there you have, right? Yeah. All right, so I'm going to start this GRAIL project, but the way we're going to do it is this way. I'm not going to lose any money, and I'm going to get my GRAIL. This GRAIL is going to belong to me. All right, but I'm going to use, obviously, my money, and the way that we're going to do it, I'm going to start it today, all right, is I'm going to pick a book. Before I buy the book, I'm going to put up a video. Even if I decide to buy a book at work, I'll put up a video, and I'm going to tell you guys what I'm going to buy, all right? And then if it's a set of books, I already picked a book that I'm going to buy. I'm going to pick this, okay? I saw this the other day. Nobody's bit. But this guy's got a really good price on it. That's Polish currency. It's $126.60. These are books that are not in the best condition, right? Ugh, can't hold this steady. Let me see, here we go. All right, here, see that? They're not in the best condition, these books. But with Witcher books, they don't have to be. These are Witcher comics. Okay. They're all intact. You could see that all the staples are very well attached. I'm going to buy that. The intention is that I'm gonna try to get as much profit out of that as possible. I'm gonna flip them. This project is probably gonna last about a year. That's why I put the date in. And we're gonna be using and learning through doing this, buying raw books sending them through to CGC to get pressed. We're going to price them. We're going to look at the price bought and sold on CGC, and we're going to get a loss and a gain. I'm taking my money back out of the project, but I'm keeping the gain, right? So once we get up to a certain amount of gain, and I'm thinking at least $5,000, at least, we'll see how long it takes us to get to 5,000 or 10,000. I'm gonna buy a GRAIL. Every now and then I'm gonna pick a stack of books, like 10 books or something like that, and I'm gonna denominate, like, say 5 of them to go into the project. If I get a stack of books and we're able to make some money out of it, I'm going to take one of those books and I'm going to give it to the community. I'm going to give it to you guys if I get a stack. This all depends on the profit that I get out of it. For example, you saw the Wolverines. I'm not including the Wolverines in that because I'm starting the project right now. Believe me, I would have probably included the Wolverines in it if I had started this with the Wolverines. At that point, though, I would have bought probably 20 Wolverines instead of 10. I actually just bought Venom 26 with, let me see if I can find Venom 26 here. Alright, I'm gonna find one of the ones that I bought. Venom 26s. Yeah, this is the one that I bought, that I kind of got the FOMO for. All right. So I saw this cover. So sometimes what I do is I go on eBay and I put a variant pre-sale, and just see what comes up. And I saw this. When I saw this, though, it said some of the listings were saying this is the first appearance of a character named Virus. So, but that's not Virus. You see the streak right there? That's not Virus. That is definitely Scream, without a shadow of a doubt. That is the best screen cover ever. And why? Because it's Shannon Mayer. That's freaking hot, man. That's hot. I actually overpaid for this at the time, because when I got it, I paid $49.99. I bought 4 of them right off the bat. I ended up buying 10 of these, but this was what, a week ago, right? I ended up buying 10 of these. The other 6 I bought for less. The FOMO got me when I first got it, when I first saw it. So I ended up buying 4 for $50 each. I should have researched it more, but it's limited to 1,000 copies. So now I'm gonna keep one of those covers. I'm not gonna include that in this project though, because I got it a week ago. So what I want for this project is I'm gonna tell you guys what I'm gonna buy. So right now I already told you I'm buying those Witcher books. Matter of fact, I'm gonna buy them right now. Hold on one second. I'm gonna put you guys on pause. Done. All right, so this is what we bought. What I bought just now. So it's the Polish comics number 26, 27, 28, and 31. They actually skipped. I wish that he had the first Yennefer, but he doesn't. So 26 is the pre-Witcher storyline. You do see the Witcher in the back cover, right? And it's his mother and his father is a pre-story, and that's where his mother gets pregnant. and his father says his name in the back, in the last page. He says his name, Geralt. And then 27 is the very first Witcher full appearance, his entire story, right? 28 is the first Renly. 31 I did not have. I don't have that book, so this is the first time I'm going to get that book. I'm probably going to keep 31 for myself though, but I'm going to keep that price. I'm going to keep that price in mind for the gain and loss. But that one I'm probably going to keep because I don't have a copy of that. All right, these three will be getting sold. These will be sold. And I don't know if they're going to be sold immediately because The Witcher is probably going to come out in December. And like I said, I expect this project to be about a year project. All right. So I know that the CGC pressing is going to be expensive. So this is a price that I for the other comics that I sent off. These are going to be coming to me soon. They should be coming soon because these were sent out with these other, all these boxes that came in, but these didn't come in. And they didn't come in because I'm pretty sure they're having a hard time notating them, even though I provided a whole bunch of information for them, because I'm pretty sure I'm going to be setting the market for the comics on The Witcher. I have not seen any graded comics, and I'm pretty sure I'm going to have the first graded. Look, these were the Grails, right? That's how much I paid for those Grails. I showed that before. Right, but these were the Grails. Tomb of Dracula that came back at a 9.8. Beautiful, beautiful. But then these were also the ones, Fantastic Four, that came back restored. All right, it's not all good, but it's not all bad. It's mostly good though. But I'm hoping that these comics are going to be good. I am expecting a very big return on these, even though look at the price for the grading. The grading, those were $743 for the grading at a rate of $57.20 per book. So you're looking at this $160.64. I don't know if I'm gonna get, I'm probably gonna grade all four of them more than likely. I'm not sure, but the total price on these, I'm gonna go to a different presser this time though. So I'm gonna go through Mr. Kenra, who pressed the 10 books from the YouTube auctions. And those YouTube auctions, as you saw those books, they were not graded as the sellers claimed that they were. You guys saw the books, okay? So those books, even though I still ended up, in my opinion anyway, probably not in other people's, but in my opinion, I still ended up doing well on them but it was more towards the fair price deal, but I still paid less than what I would have paid if I would have bought those books, say, on eBay, right? Graded, even though they weren't graded, but with, you know what I'm saying, like with the price and everything. But Mr. Kenra did a really great job on those books. I'm going to send him these magazines for him to press, and I'm going to take advantage and send him also the Frazetta magazines to press as well. I don't know what the final price is going to be. I'm assuming it's going to be around the 50, maybe a little bit less than $50 for the CGC press per book. And I'm looking for a return on these books. I don't know if I'm going to get it. Now keep in mind, this project, we're going to have losses. I hope we don't, but I think we will, right? It's going to be, if you follow me on this journey and you end up buying some of the books that I'm buying, don't buy the quantity that I buy. If you're going to buy a book and you're going to take a chance on a book, then do it with, a low number. So if I buy like 5 of them or 10 of them, buy one, if you're going to do that. Because I don't always hit. I do have a pretty nice track record that you guys don't know of, but I don't always hit. Every now and then I'm waiting around, and but with comics, the great thing is you can wait as long as you want, as long as you like the book, and eventually, man, you know what, you might hit eventually. You might hit. I mean, I held so many books for a long time, and they're hitting now, and I'm selling them now. I held off for the 238s. I've had them for how long already? I'm glad I never sold those 9.6s. I ended up getting the 398s, and Hobgoblin hasn't even appeared in a movie yet. But anyway, that's another topic. Bottom line is, we're gonna see what the loss gain is, and like I said, once I get like a lot of books, and I might just pick one of those books out, and I am going to pick one book out and send it to the community once we have, and I'll do that from time to time. But anyway, and the way that I'm going to give it is I'm going to give it like the same way that I did the 100 giveaway to TBM, where I want to give it to a listener. So I'll like ask a question or something like that, and then you guys can answer it. I'll tell you guys which book I'm going to give out. I'm not going to be cheap on the book, all right? So I'll probably give out like a 9.8 if I have a lot of like of 9.8s. But I will tell you guys which book I'm going to send out and what book I'm going to keep in. I'm going to buy the Grail with the gain, right? Once I have a certain amount of gain, I will buy the Grail. You guys will see the Grail that I buy, all right? Target price on the Grail is going to be around $5,000 to $10,000, and that's the way we're going to do it, guys. And we'll see if that comes true. Hopefully I don't end up with a $5,000 loss. Imagine that. How's that gonna look? I'm gonna look like a dunce. It could happen. I'm gonna be doing the unboxing right now for the last 25. It's not gonna be. Look, I showed way too much emotion yesterday. It's because of all the loss that I had the prior 2 days before that, okay? So I showed I was dreading looking at the replay because I definitely sounded like a douchebag. But I'm gonna try to hold my emotions for these, okay? I'll try to hold my emotions for these. Maybe the grades won't be as good, I hope they are, though. I hope they are. But all right, this is the first project, guys. Now, oh yeah, here's the other thing, right? The price of this thing. Let me see if I can show it here. Purchase history. Let's go on it. View order details. I just don't want to. I don't want to show my credentials. All right, here we go. All right, you see that? This was the subtotal, 500 PLN shipping, and then you pay taxes, $37.75 in taxes. So it came out to 607.75 PLN. The actual price was $126 for the books, but it came out to $160.64. That's the way it is when you buy, guys. All right, get back.